Hello and welcome along to today's Lidl National Football League Round 2 Division 3A clash between Fermanagh and Sligo. My name is Ryan Bailey on commentary, and today we come to you from Kinawley, County Fermanagh. Throwing in just about 5 minutes time, today's referee is Gavin Finnegan from the County Down. Before we run through the teams, of course, Sligo had a victory last week in their first game out under new manager Anthony Brennan, a 3-4 to 11 points victory over Down. For Fermanagh, they fell victim to a defeat against Roscommon 310 to 112 in the Hyde last weekend. So no changes so far on the Fermanagh side. We'll go through them for you in just a second. There are a few though on the Sligo team. So we'll start with Fermanagh and we'll look to the goalkeeper is Shauna Murphy. Full back line Courtney Murphy was not down to start last week against Roscommon, but she takes her spot at number 2 today. Molly McGloin and Emer Keenan retain their spots in the full back line. Sarah Jane Jones comes in at number 5. Ashley Maguire goes from wing forward to centre half back today, and Sarah McCarville starts at number 7. Brenda Bannon and Aoife Flanagan are the midfield partnership. Sarah Britton, Joanne Doonan and Cleena Martin are the half forward line. Full forward line down to start is Niamh McManus, Sarah McCausland and Aisling O'Brien. And we head over to the Sligo team now. Down to starting goals is Rachel Quigley, but she's been replaced by Leonie Gaughan. Aoife Morris-Rowe, Michelle McNamara and Jackie Mulligan make up the full back line. It's understood that Claire Dunn is injured and not going to play today, and she's going to be replaced by number 17, Laura Ann Laffey. Lauren Bowles is at number 6 and Sinead Regan, number 7. Nicola Brennan and Sarah Reynolds are the midfield pairing. Ashley Malloy is out today and she's replaced by Leah Kelly. Ciara Gorman is at number 11 and Sinead Nocton at left half forward. Full forward line sees Sarah Cunny, Katie Walsh and Tara Walsh, who comes in for Denise McGrath to complete an all-tourist strand full forward line. So as I said, still no changes that we know of to the team that is down to start for Fermanagh, but we'll let you know as they come in. The one notable change there is the absence of Emer Smith. She drops to number 17 on the bench. She scored 8 points last week in the loss against Roscommon. Just going off last week's game against Roscommon as well, Fermanagh had a good defensive set-up and was difficult for Roscommon to break down. But on saying that, Roscommon did of course score 3 goals. They took their goal chances that Fermanagh unfortunately missed. On the Sligo side of things, it was the goals that won in the game last week. 3-4 to 11 point victory over Down. That was an away game. So Sligo, their first 2 games are away. They play at home next week against Roscommon. So the 2 captains just up for the toss as we speak. Courtney Murphy, the captain of Fermanagh, the Kinawley club person, and Nicola Brennan from Tour de Strand is Sligo's captain. Referee again is Gavin Finnegan of Down, so he's just speaking to the 2 captains as they complete the toss and decide which way they're going to be playing in this game. Not a whole pile of a breeze today in Kinawley. Ideal conditions for football. The sunshine has slightly gone away. A few more clouds in the sky at the moment, but it is still ideal conditions. No gloves needed, only for the 2 goalkeepers today. So we're just about 3 minutes away from throw-in here. It's 2 managers, Anthony Brennan and Johnny Garrity, getting their last-minute messages to their teams. Johnny Garrity, of course, in his 3rd year now in charge with Fermanagh. League success in his first season, championship in the second. So he'll be hoping to get his team back on track today with a win over Sligo. To go through last week's scores as well for Fermanagh. As I said, Emer Smith drops to the bench today, so we're unsure whether she will actually start or whether she will play at all. But she got 8 points last week in the game against Roscommon. Joanne Doonan, though, is definitely one to watch out for at number 11. She scored a goal and 2 points. Sarah Britton and Sarah McCausland with a point apiece, and McCausland has made her way to the number 14 spot today. Whether she will start there, though, is yet to be seen. Looking around on the Sligo side, of course, as I said, 3 goals last week. Ciara Gorman, Sinead Regan and Tara Walsh coming off the bench to score the 3 goals for Sligo. So good attack and threat in that side, as we saw in last week's game. Very threatening in front of goal, albeit they did only get 7 scores last week when they get one-on-one with the goalkeeper, as they did on 3 occasions. Very ruthless is Anthony Brennan's team. The referee just blows the whistle here, trying to get things underway. Let's confirm with his umpires, the 2 linesmen and lineswomen making their way to either end of the field. Wind slightly picking up here. It's coming towards us here on the camera side of the ground, so we'll have to see which way the teams line out and who it's going to favour for this first half. So just confirmation there of them two changes, late changes to the Fermanagh side. Aaron Murphy comes in at right half back for Sarah Jane Jones, and Emer Smith at number 17 will start in a full forward for Sarah McCausland. So Aaron Murphy and Emer Smith both started last week against Roscommon and come back in as late changes to the side. Good boost for Fermanagh that, having both Joanne Doonan and Emer Smith in the side for the game. Just as both sides stand, we wait for the national anthem here in Canolly. Our on the end there, sang by Alana Maher of the Canolly Club. So, as we look at it, it seems from your screen here, Sligo are going to be playing from right to left, Fermanagh from left to right. Any slight breeze will probably be in Sligo's favour for this first half. Just to go through them changes again to both lineups as they appear. Aaron Murphy comes in at right half back for Sarah Jane Jones. She wears number 20. Emer Smith comes in at full forward for Fermanagh, wearing number 17. And then there are 4 changes on the Sligo side. Leonie Gahan retains her spot in goals at number 16. Laura Ann Laffey comes in for Claire Dunn. Leah Kelly comes in for Ashley Malloy. And Tara Walsh comes in for Denise McGrath. But expects Sarah Cunny to go back and take up that wing back spot, and Leah Kelly to move into the full forward line for Sligo. So round 2 of Division 3A of the Lidl National League for ladies football. Referee Gavin Finnegan Just checking the watch, getting things sorted. And we are underway, 4 minutes past 2. Possession, first off with Fermanagh. Come forward with Cleda Martin. Ball played to the right corner back, Courtney Murphy. Murphy plays it forward to Aisling O'Brien. Fermanagh building an attack here, coming up the right hand side of the field. Back to Courtney Murphy. It seems like Aisling O'Brien is pulled up there, maybe with a slight ankle injury. But play does go on. Forward again come Fermanagh, the centre half back, Ashley Maguire. Maguire tackled well there. Tackled well there by Sarah Reynolds, and Sligo can launch an attack now. Lauren Laffey comes forward with the ball with 17 on her back from the Calera Strand Hill club. Plays it to Sarah Reynolds. Across to the right wing back where number 13 is Sarah Cunny. Looks inside to Katie Walsh. Has Katie Walsh been fouled? She has. And a free in for Sligo. So an opportunity now for Sligo to get their first score of the game. Just having a look here. Aisling O'Brien does look like she's going to be able to continue in this game, but just pulled up there very, very abruptly in the opening attack of the game for Fermanagh. But nevertheless, Sligo with the opportunity now to put themselves 1-0 into the lead. Ciara Gorman is going to step up to take this one. She scored a goal and 2 last week against Down. And just going through her routine to try and put this one between the posts. 13 yards out. You may be able to hear the roar from the stand. That means it's over the bar. And a first score of the day for Ciara Gorman and a first score for Sligo. Fermanagh no score. Sligo a point in the 3rd minute of the game. Shauna Murphy holds the ball up, looking for options here for Fermanagh. And you can see the kick-out strategy. That's meant that the right wing forward here, Sarah Britton, has come over for this one. As the ball gone out over the line, no, says the referee. And Sligo come back with possession. It's in the middle of the park with the captain, Nicola Brennan. Running across her midfield partner, Sarah Reynolds. Sligo building a good attacking move here. So the wing forward, Sinead Naughton. Naughton goes inside to Tara Walsh, goal scorer last week off the bench. Walsh comes inside, gives it back to Naughton. Naughton with a chance of a goal for Sligo. But it's gone to the right and wide. It sounded like the goalkeeper got a bit of a touch there. But the referee and the umpire agree that there was no deflection, and Fermanagh get off the hook. So still 1-0 in favour of Sligo. Murphy with the kick out, goes for the same side with the kick. Taken well there by Brenda Bannon. Bannon looks inside for the wing forward. That's Sarah Britton. Good pasture play here. Ends up with Joanne Doonan. Doonan gives it inside to Niamh McManus. McManus to Sarah Britton again. Has she lost possession? She has. And Sligo do well there defensively. And Nicola Brennan manages to get the ball out to the right wing. Sligo launch another attack now, coming forward in good numbers in 2s and 3s. That pass is a bit of straight over. Sarah Reynolds manages to gather it, gives it forward to Ciara Gorman. She was fouled in the build-up and wins her free. So a chance for Fermanagh to get set up and a chance for Sligo to just regroup and come back at another attack. Ciara Gorman takes the free quickly. Over towards the number 7, Sinead Regan, the vice-captain of the team. Looks forward for Katie Walsh. Now can Katie spin her marker? She does well. An opportunity now for Katie Walsh to get a score here for Sligo. Goes back on the left boot. Blocked down well there. I think that's Courtney Murphy, the captain, that's blocked that one down. The clearance though only finds a black and white jersey. Comes out to Nicola Brennan. Has she options? Yes, she has. Leah Kelly on the ball, gets her first touch of the game. Sarah Reynolds back in. Nicola Brennan continues her run. Sligo captain has a shot, but it's gone to the left and wide. So that's the second wide of the game now for Sligo. One coming from a goal chance. And one, that shot there from Nicola Brennan. So Fermanagh off the hook here early on. Still 1-0 in favour of Sligo. Ciara Gorman's free, all the splits the sides. Shauna Murphy's kick out, but it's gone straight to a Sligo player, and that's Sinead Naughton. Naughton comes forward now, an opportunity of a score here for Sligo. Sarah Reynolds just palms it back. The pass was behind her, but Fermanagh do well to come out with possession, and they've won themselves a free, and it's Aisling O'Brien who takes up possession. Back in full flight now after a slight knock in the early stages. Looks to get past Sinead Regan with a good burst of pace. She does that. Looks to the inside line. They got possession. Fermanagh with an opportunity now, played inside by Joanne Doonan. Opportunity of a goal here possibly for Fermanagh. It's fallen to number 12, that's Cleda Martin, but it's saved well by Leonie Gott, and Sligo can come out of the back with possession. Wind is starting to pick up a bit here in Canolly. A few of my sheets have gone flying, but nothing that I won't lose sleep over anyways. On saying that, Sligo have an opportunity now to build out from the back. So Leone got on with possession to do well there in that defensive position and deny a goal scoring chance there from Cleena Martin for Fermanagh. Long ball from Gaughan. Does well to find number 17 Laura Laffey. Gives it forward to Sarah Cunny. Cunny with a punt pass inside. Katie Walsh out in front of her marker. That's going to be a key battle in there today. Good pass inside to Tara Walsh. Walsh with an opportunity of a shot. Tara Walsh gets herself on the score sheet as she did when she came off the bench last week. She gets herself a score. That's Sligo's second score of the game and Tara Walsh's first. 2 points to nil now in favour of Sligo. Kick out worked well here by Shauna Murphy. Finds his way to Aisling O'Brien. O'Brien forward to Sarah McCarville. Fermanagh looking to get themselves on the score sheet for the first time in the game. We're 6 minutes into the tie now. Into the 7 minutes, should I say. It's forward to the midfielder, Aoife Flanagan. Coming up the left hand side. We should find a pass inside. She turns back outside to Joanne Doonan. Pass played inside, but it's just not enough on it to make the Fermanagh player. And Aoife Morris-Rowe comes out with the first. Sligo finds the fullback Michelle McNamara, and Sligo can break out once again. Aoife Morris-Rowe back in possession. Plays that one forward to Sarah Cunny. Very good ball carrier is Sarah Cunny, and she carries it forward here for Sligo now. Looks to the inside line. Is that a good ball? That's a brilliant pass from Sarah Cunny. Is that Tara Walsh that's in there? In on goal again for Sligo. Walsh the shot. A brilliant save from Shauna Murphy. Comes back outside to Katie Walsh. Have Sligo got their goal? They do. And it's Katie Walsh who finishes to the back of the net. Good defended in the full back line from Aoife Morris-Rowe. Brought the ball forward to Sarah Cunny. Cunny with a pass inside. A brilliant pass inside as far as Tara Walsh. Good save initially from Shauna Murphy, but it falls to Katie Walsh. And the Tour de Strand full forward gets herself a goal to add to the point that she got last week against Down. It's Sligo 1-2. Fermanagh no score. Can Fermanagh now build out of the back? We hear Anthony Brennan there, the Sligo manager, shouting pressure now, pressure now. The high pressing is working well for Sligo. Very good in their defensive duties. Emer Smith is out in front there. Just does enough to get it off to her teammate. And here's Cleena Martin now with an opportunity of a score. Joanne Doonan gives it across. Is Emer Smith with a chance here? Is she pulled down by Leonie Gaughan? The referee has the whistle in the mouth, and he's given that one as a goal kick. Well, the Fermanagh support may say that that should have been a penalty in their favour, but Leonie Gaughan gets away with that one. Just does enough in accordance with the referee. Sligo do well, to be fair, defensively again. Still not conceded. 1-2 to no score in favour of the 8th county. Kick pass forward to Laura Ann Laffey. Laffey with the hand pass across to Sinead Regan. Regan carries it well through the middle, shrugs off the challenge of Courtney Murphy. Passes this one out to Sarah Cunny. 13 on her back, as I said, but she is playing in the right half-back position. Gives it inside to Ciara Gorman. Gorman with the shot off the right. And Ciara Gorman with the score. The St. Nathan's player gets her first score from play of the game to after the free that she kicked in the 3rd minute. Sligo now 1-3 for Fermanagh, no score. So can Johnny Garrity get his side up and running here in this first half? Short kick out. Fermanagh do well to retain possession. Aisling O'Brien getting a lot of possession here on this right wing. She has 15 on her back, but she seems to be playing out around the middle of the field. That's a good block there from Laura Ann Laffey, and Laffey does well for Sligo and gives the ball forward to the centre half back. That's Lauren Bowles. Bowles goes on a solo run, kicks this one inside towards Katie Walsh, but the Fermanagh defence aren't going to let that one slip. It's back with Eira Murphy, 20 on her back. Wasn't down to start today, but she came in place of Sarah Jane Jones. Murphy across to Sarah Britton. Britton plays it infield. That's a good pass inside to Ashley Maguire. But the pass from Maguire is a poor one. It's straight to Sarah Cunny, and Sligo can go back on the attack once again. Good defensive play there from Emer Keenan out in front of Tara Walsh, and he gets the left-footed kick pass inside. Niamh McManus is out in front of Aoife Morris-Rowe. She takes her on. She gets past her. Opportunity for Fermanagh to get their first score of the game here. It falls to Sarah Britton. Is Britton going to take a shot off the right boot? That one has gone high, and that one's gone over the bar. Good score there from Fermanagh. That's the score that they very much needed. Good patient play in their build-up, and it's fallen to Sarah Britton. She scored last week against Roscommon, and she scored today against Sligo. 1-3 to a point. Goalkeeper Leonie Gahan. Kick pass out to the right hand side of her goal. Not known for her goalkeeping accolades, usually plays up in the forwards, but you can see with her kick outs today and kick passing ability, it's a good asset to have for sure for Anthony Brennan's side. Here comes Sarah Reynolds with the kick pass inside towards Katie Walsh. 2 players on Katie Walsh here. And the fullback Molly McGlone does very well there to get a hand in front of Walsh. And Fermanagh can come back on the attack again. Katie Walsh working back here, trying to get possession away from Erin Murphy. She gets a slight block on it. It's fallen here between Nicola Brennan and Clayton Martin. And the referee has opted for a hot ball here. Both players had the hand on the ball, so he's gone for the hop. The 2 number 9s going up this one now, Aoife Flanagan and Sarah Reynolds. Gavin Finnegan just telling the players to get back away from the 2 he's going to throw it up to, and its possession is won there by Aoife Flanagan. She's lost it though, and Sligo come back on the attack. Sinead Regan plays it forward. Sarah Reynolds to Laura and Laffey. 2 of the more experienced players in the side. Katie Walsh gives it forward to Sarah Reynolds again. Play across towards Leah Kelly, but possession is lost from Sligo. Fermanagh got themselves a free out. Trying to make out what the referee is signalling for here. Similar to the situation in front of us here a few minutes ago with Cleena Martin and Nicola Brennan. He's going to hop it again, I think. Now we'll see who's going up for this one. I think it's Katie Walsh and Molly McGlone. A key battle in that full back line for Fermanagh today for sure. Possession won by Fermanagh, and they do well to come out of the back with it. It's Brenda Bannon. Bannon plays that one forward to Sarah Britton. Britton look for the kick pass, but it's just not enough on it to reach Joanne Doonan, and Sligo can come back. They're capitalising well on these mistakes that Fermanagh are making, coming out of defence. That pass from Sarah Cunny almost made its way into Tara Walsh, but well defended there from Emer Keenan. A lot of possession being tossed over and back here in this game so far. Kick passes mainly. Good block down there from Sinead Naughton, and possession back in Sligo's favour. Forward to Sinead Regan, 7 on her back, but she's found herself up on the half forward line. Carries the ball well, looks inside for Ciara Gorman. Gorman does well to hold it up. Just goes for a short kick pass there to Tara Walsh, but it's intercepted by the Fermanagh defence. And I think the referee is going to hop this one yet again. That's the 3rd time he's going to hop the ball in as many minutes. He's brought it out as far as the 20-metre line. And it's Katie Walsh and Molly McGlone going up for this one yet again. McGlone won the last battle. Can Walsh win this one? She gets the hand to it, but it does fall to a Fermanagh player yet again. Lapse of concentration there from Brendan Bannon, but she does well to get possession away. She has advantage. Now can Fermanagh get themselves the 2nd score of the day? 1-3 to a point in favour of Sligo. Sarah Britton with Fermanagh's only score. This one is Joanne Doonan coming forward now. Can Doonan get herself a score? She dummies 1, dummies twice, comes back in the right boot. That's a brilliant block down there from Jackie Mulligan of the St. Farnaz club. She's fouled her way out, and the experience there of Jackie Mulligan does well to just win herself a free. Buy Sligo some time to try and get that ball out of their back line. Nicola Brennan forward now to Laura Ann Laffey. Laffey looks in field as far as Sinead Regan. Regan takes on her marker. Does well, soloing through the middle here. She's got options to her right. One of them is Sarah Reynolds, and she uses Sarah Reynolds. Hand pass inside as far as Leah Kelly. What can Leah Kelly do here? Give it back to Sinead Regan. Opportunity of another goal here, possibly for Sligo. Sarah Reynolds in possession. Good challenge put in there by Fermanagh. It's fallen back out to Katie Walsh, so the clearance isn't a good one. Walsh just settled things down and gives it outside to Sinead Naughton. Back out to Leah Kelly now, and Katie Walsh, she's going to line this one up with the right boot. And there's the dummy solo from Katie Walsh. Comes back in on the right foot. It goes across the face of goal, unfortunately for Sligo and wide. Expect to see a few tricks pulled out of the bag from Katie Walsh today, but they've got their 3rd wide of the game. Could they come back to haunt Sligo? Kick out from Shauna Murphy is going to be pulled back here. I think those players inside the 20-metre line, so referee Gavin Finnegan is going to let her take it again. So Murphy with the kick. She goes short this time to her captain, Courtney Murphy. Fermanagh looking to build an attack here as Courtney Murphy in possession again. Looks down to the corner towards Niamh McManus, but overshoots the runway there slightly And Sligo can come back on the attack. Jackie Mulligan across to the full-back. That's Michelle McNamara. McNamara to Lauren Bowles. Bowles takes on her marker, does well to get past her. Coming down the line is Leah Kelly looking for possession. Kelly inside to Ciara Gorman. Gorman now, she's spun her marker well, and it's an opportunity of a score here for Sligo. Ciara Gorman, that's a brilliant tackle put in there, I think by Erin Murphy. Ciara Gorman remains down, but it seemed a fair tackle from Erin Murphy. Didn't do well to get the hand in there and just dispossess Ciara Gorman. But Gorman's still down. Physio's going to come on here for Sligo. A chance for the players to just regroup and get themselves set up. Just to reiterate that scoreline, it's 1-3 to a point in favour of Sligo. Katie Walsh with the goal in the first 10 minutes. Tara Walsh with a point for herself as well, and Ciara Gorman with 2 points, the player that is down at the moment. Sarah Britton with the only score so far for Fermanagh. So in what has been a fairly over and back affair, although Sligo have a 5-point lead for themselves, a lot of possession has been tossed over and back. The referee Gavin Finnegan here just allowing the two teams to go in for the first of 2 water breaks we're going to have in this game. Well needed as well. The sun is shining here today in Canolly. Following right the way up from Sligo today. I think 23 degrees in Manor Hamilton was the highest temperature I came across, but it's not far off that here for sure. We'll just giving them a minute now. Johnny Garrity, what will he be saying to his team? Probably looking for them to keep possession a bit better. They are giving it away carelessly to Sligo. A lot of 50-50 ball going into that Fermanagh full forward line that the Sligo full back line are dealing with very, very well. And I'm sure more of the same for Anthony Brennan and the Sligo team. They are 5 points into the lead. They have had 3 wides so far today. But when you have a 5-point lead like that, you don't mind a few going wide. It's the referee just speaking with his umpires here and linesman. Blows the whistle. He's looking for the teams to get back out and ready to go. It'll be interesting to see if Ciara Gorman comes back into the fray for Sligo. So out come the teams again. Possession is going to be Fermanagh had possession, although it was a Sligo player that went down, so we'll see what the referee decides to give here. Just trying to make out if Ciara Gorman is back on the field. I think she is. Confirm that for you as soon as I can see. It's going to be a free for Fermanagh here. Shauna Murphy, the goalkeeper, is looking to go up and take it off Courtney Murphy. I think Courtney Murphy has possession of the ball. Plays it across to the number 9. That's Aoife Flanagan. Flanagan inside to Sarah McCarville. Fermanagh coming out of the blocks here with good pace. She looks to the right wing forward, Sarah Britton. That's a good pass, and Britton now opportunity to take on Sarah Reynolds here. Sarah Britton gets inside 1, gets inside 2. A good hand pass across to Courtney Murphy, and this one's back outside to Britton again. Hand pass inside, but swept up there by Sarah Cunny. Played as a corner forward last week. She's in a more natural role out around the middle of the field today. Does just enough to get possession out there to Tara Walsh, then to Jackie Mulligan, and Sarah Cunny takes on her marker. Tries to get past the challenge of Aoife Flanagan here. Flanagan can't let her pass without fouling her, so Sarah Cunny wins the free there for Sligo. Ciara Gorman in possession now. She's back in the field. Back and ready to go. Kick pass across to Tara Walsh, to Sinead Regan. Sligo looking to get the first score of this second quarter of the game. Played inside there to Sinead Nocton. Coming out on the loop is Katie Walsh. Walsh with a kick pass back out to Lauren Laffey. Laffey back to Walsh again. She's got 2 options. There are 2 midfielders in the middle, and one of them is Nicola Brennan. She takes possession and gives it to her midfield partner. That's Sarah Reynolds. Reynolds now to Leah Kelly. Kelly just sells the dummy there, gives it to Tara Walsh, back to Leah Kelly. It's a good move here from Sligo. Kelly spins off, has an opportunity of a shot, but well defended there again from Fermanagh. They've denied 2 goal scoring opportunities now for Sligo. Opportunities that Roscommon took last week. Could they come back to haunt Sligo? Fermanagh building an attack here. Comes to the left half forward. That's Cleena Martin. Plays it inside. It's Joanne Doonan. Goal to her in last week. Will she get a goal again today? There's a run being made here by the midfielder. That's Brenda Bannon. And the pass, it looked like it was a pass going across to Brenda Bannon, just not accurate enough. Sligo do get off the hook there after missing that goal chance. So Leonie Gahan with the kick. Plays it short as far as Jackie Mulligan. Good high pressing here from Fermanagh, but Sligo doing just enough to get it out of their own back line. Referees the hand up advantage given to Jackie Mulligan. Nicola Brennan in possession. Play forward now to Sinead Nocton. To Sarah Cunny. Cunny tries to get through the challenge of two, but just wins her free there. The two Fermanagh players stood their ground, and Cunny tried to go between the two of them, but she gets her free. Gets the benefit of the doubt from the referee. Looking for options here inside. Kick pass, long ball forward to Katie Walsh. Can Walsh win it? She does just enough to get possession and plays it forward to Tara Walsh now. Now an opportunity of a goal for Sligo. Tara Walsh sidesteps her marker with a shot with the right boot. And that one has gone over the bar. A second score of the day for Tara Walsh. Her performance last week was enough to warrant a start today. She came off the bench after the first water break against Down and bagged herself a goal in the second half. She's got 2 points today. It's 1-4 to a point in favour of Sligo. Sarah McCarville with a kick pass along the ground here as far as Sarah Britton. Back to McCarville. Fermanagh get themselves a second score of the game. Aoife Flanagan plays it across to Joanne Doonan. Doonan takes on a couple of Sligo players and does well to get it off to Cleena Martin. Cleena Martin, can she get herself a score? And the free in is given. She went to go at Jackie Mulligan there. Mulligan stood her ground, but the referee has called for an infringement. An opportunity now for Fermanagh to get their second score of the game. Emer Smith no doubt stepping up to take this one. 8 points last week against Roscommon. Could she get her first of the day today? 3 Sligo players on the line. It goes straight over the black spot, and it's the second score of the day for Fermanagh. Sligo 1-4. Fermanagh 2 points. So Sarah Britton is joined by Emer Smith on the score sheet for Fermanagh. Fermanagh have given up a Sligo corner back here for the kick out, and Jackie Mulligan takes possession. Across to Sinead Regan, Michelle McNamara, Lauren Bowles. Good hand pass and move here from Sligo. Sinead Regan continuing her run through the middle of the field. Could she get on it at the end of the passage of play? Ciara Gorman with the kick pass inside, looking for Leah Kelly. 2 number 20s marking each other there. Kelly and Erin Murphy plays that one inside to Tara Walsh. Impressive so far. Gives it outside to Katie Walsh. Katie Walsh plays that one inside as far as Sinead Nocton now. Can Sligo work it back out and around? They can. It's Katie Walsh again. Very much the focal point of the Sligo attack in this first half. Outside to Tara Walsh. Played across. Ciara Gorman off the left boot. An opportunity for a score. And Shauna Murphy just gets a fingertip to it to notch that one over the bar. And Ciara Gorman gets her third score of the game. Sligo a goal in 5. Fermanagh 2 points. Sligo getting a lot more efficient now in their attacks. 3 wides in the first 15 minutes of the game. No wide so far in this second quarter. There's Courtney Murphy just down tying her laces while Shauna Murphy gets ready for the kick out. Bit of space here just in front of us, and well, it's taken up by Aisling O'Brien. She does well to win possession. Foul committed there by Sinead Regan, and an opportunity now for Fermanagh to come out of their defence. Erin Murphy comes forward, just loses the solo in possession, but she regains possession. Plays that one forward to Courtney Murphy. Murphy gets out in front now of Ciara Gorman. An opportunity of a score here for Fermanagh. A kick pass inside, but just a bit too much on it and over the head of Emer Smith, and Sligo can come back on the attack. Lauren Bowles across to Michelle McNamara. McNamara looks outside for Sinead Nocton. Nocton forward to Katie Walsh. Low kick pass into Tara Walsh, and Tara and Katie Walsh linked up very well so far for Sligo. Loses possession, gets it back again. Leah Kelly with the hand pass across, but just not enough on it from Kelly to make Katie Walsh and Fermanagh do well defensively. Their hand-eye coordination is very good here in intercepting some of these Sligo passes. And forward they come again. That's Sarah Britton. One of Fermanagh's better performers, should I say, so far in this first half, but she has lost out in possession there, and Leah Kelly can launch an attack now for Sligo. Sarah Reynolds running through the middle. Gives it to Katie Walsh. Walsh spins her marker. Very evident in her Bit of basketball in background. She's very good in possession and comfortable in possession is Katie Walsh. Tara Walsh. Laura Ann Laffey. Sligo just comfortable now on the ball, just looking to pick a pocket here. Run being made forward by Sinead Regan. Ciara Gorman gives it outside to her. Regan now with the pass inside to Laura Ann Laffey. Laffey loses possession, but it's gathered there by Ciara Gorman for Sligo. And she's won herself a free. Well, the referee has called for an infringement there. Aoife Flanagan, he says, had the hands too high in the tackle. And it's a chance for Ciara Gorman to settle herself down and get herself her 4th score of the day. Just going through her own routine with her back to goal. Few steps out. Often takes a solo before she kicks it over the bar. There's the solo, and it's followed by a score. No doubt in that from Ciara Gorman, and gets her 4th score of the game. So that I make it as 1-6 to 2 points in favour of Sligo, building themselves a comfortable lead. And any bit of a breeze here, it is, to be fair, in Fermanagh's favour in this first half. So Fermanagh are going to have to work against the scoreboard and the breeze in the second half, unless they can change things before half time. Ball played inside to the corner forward. That's Niamh McManus. Fermanagh gets himself a score here. McManus showing good pace here, just loses possession but takes it back. The shot comes in, dropping under the crossbar. Leonie Gahan very comfortable in taking that one and giving it outside to Jackie Mulligan. It's a foot race here between Jackie Mulligan and Emer Smith. The pass forward from Mulligan, well, bypasses Courtney Murphy, bypasses Leah Kelly as well, and now an opportunity for Fermanagh to capitalise on that Sligo mistake. Bit of a collision there between Mulligan and Emer Smith just in front of us. Both players down looking worse for wear, and I can imagine the 2 physios are going to come in for this one. Just kind of Jackie Mulligan slightly went through the back of Emer Smith there, and well, there's no winners in a challenge like that. Both players going full throttle for the ball, so we'll see. Hopefully now there are no injuries. Opportunity for both teams just to get themselves set up, and ball in hand here for Sarah Britton. So to reiterate the scoreline, it's 1-6 to 2 points in favour of Sligo. Katie Walsh with the goal for Sligo inside the first 10 minutes. Jackie Mulligan still receiving treatment here. Just looking up here, Emer Smith is back up on her feet, ready to go again. And we'll just see now if Jackie Mulligan is alright to continue for Sligo. A lot of awareness on concussion and head injuries as of late across all sports, so any sort of head-on collision is something that the physios have to take into consideration if they have to bring a player off. So Jackie Mulligan is back up on her feet. So both players able to continue in this one. Sarah Britton with the kick pass forward towards Joanne Doonan, but lost by Doonan, and it's Sarah Cunny in possession now for Sligo. She seems to have found her position there at right half back, although she does a 13 on her shirt. Pass forward there is blocked down well, must be said, by Aoife Flanagan. And Fermanagh now, can they get themselves a score before half time? Sligo in the lead, a goal and 6 to 2 points. Play it forward now to Cliona Martin, across to Brenda Bannon. Not many options inside now for Fermanagh. They're going to have to work this one through the hand. Joanne Doonan looks over to the right hand side where Fermanagh have numbers. It's with the full back, Molly McGlone. McGlone gives it to Sarah Britton. Back outside to Niamh McManus. Shot comes in from the number 8 for Fermanagh, Brenda Bannon, but it's gone to the left and wide. So that's the first shot that's gone wide from a point scoring opportunity for Fermanagh in the first half. They haven't had too many shots in the game. Leonie Gahan takes her time with a kick. She's not going to panic over it for sure. Gives it outside to Jackie Mulligan. Mulligan draws 2 defenders and gives it over the head to Michelle McNamara. McNamara now to Laura Laffey. Acres of space in front of Laffey. But she opts to go into the middle of the park. Give this one to Nicola Brennan. Brennan inside to Tara Walsh. Tour de Strand players linking up well here. Can Brennan get it back to Tara Walsh? She's going for the shot. That one has gone to the left and wide. A pass was on inside there for Tara Walsh to get herself a third score of the day. Nicola Brennan went for the shot, but it's gone to the left and wide. So 4 wides now for Sligo in this first half. Shauna Murphy lines up the kick. Goes short to Erin Murphy. Murphy on a solo run, gives this one forward to Molly McGlone. McGlone being chased by Katie Walsh. Walsh was enough just to bring her back a slight bit and force her into the middle of the field. Brenda Bannon looks forward now, but the pass is just straight into traffic. Plenty of black and white jerseys there, and Sarah Reynolds is one of them, and she's got possession back for Sligo. The ball just skips away from Katie Walsh, but Walsh gets the foot in there before Molly McGlone can get the hand in. Possession back with Sligo. The hand pass forward is a dangerous one, but ball back with Katie Walsh again. Tara Walsh now has lost her marker very well. She's in acres of space in this corner. Sinead Regan look to give it back to Walsh, but the shot comes in from Sinead Regan, bearing Down on goal. Cool as you like. A goal last week against Down, and the vice captain has got herself a goal today against Fermanagh to put daylight between the teams. Sligo 2 goals and 6. Fermanagh 2 points. All came for the turnover there from Sarah Reynolds. Around the Sligo half back line, ball play forward to Katie Walsh. Good pass inside to Tara Walsh, and Tara Walsh and Sinead Regan linking up very well there to get the goal for Sligo. Fermanagh with advantage here to come forward to Reefa Flanagan. Left footed kick pass inside over the head of Emer Smith. Finds his way to Niamh McManus. Can they get themselves a score now before half time? Fermanagh, they need it for sure. The shot comes in, and that one's gone over the bar. I make it that's Cleena Martin's kicked that one over the bar, and Fermanagh get their 3rd score of the day, and a good response to that Sligo goal, it must be said. So that leaves it at 2-6 to 3 points. Anthony Brennan will surely be happy with a 9-point lead going into half time. Still an opportunity of another score here. Jackie Mulligan comes forward. Pass to Sinead Regan, and Regan with the left footed kick across Lauren Laffey. Just spilled there by Laffey. She goes head on with it now between herself and Joanne Doonan, and Laffey does very well to get possession and kicks it forward there to Leah Kelly. Kelly looks forward, and in plenty of space here is Sinead Naughton. Sligo making full use of their forward line for sure. Naughton back outside to Ciara Gorman. Gorman to Nicola Brennan. They're just working it out. Tara Walsh to Sarah Reynolds. Across to Sinead Regan. Score of the second goal for Sligo. Katie Walsh turns her marker, Molly McGlone, and can she get a shot off here? Well, she's lost possession. And just as I say that, the referee Gavin Finnegan blows for half time. So first half has ended here in Canolly. Sligo 2 goals and 6 points. Fermanagh 2 points. Sligo started the better and ended the better in the half for sure. Goal early on coming through Katie Walsh. Ciara Gorman has scored 4 points for Sligo. To go with the 2 that Tara Walsh has got, and Sinead Regan's goal late here in the first half has put daylight between the teams. Big performance needed for Fermanagh in this second half. There will be against a slight breeze, but still all to play for sure. These games can turn on a sixpence. Half time here in Canolly. Sligo 2-6, Fermanagh 3 points. You're very welcome back to Cannoli for the second half of today's Lidl National Ladies League Round 2 clash in Division 3A between Sligo and Fermanagh. Sligo lead this game 2-6 to 3 points at half time. First half goals coming from Katie Walsh and the second from Sinead Regan. Put daylight between the sides, so it's going to be a big second half needed from Fermanagh. From what I can see here, it looks like Roisin O'Reilly has taken up a position in the middle of the park for Fermanagh, so she's come in off the bench, just looking to see who she's replaced. Not 100% sure at the moment, but I'll get that information to you as soon as I can. So that's a big change. A player who's in the 2020 TG Carr player or team of the year, should I say. So a big boost to Fermanagh. Can she do enough to pull them out of the fire here in this game? They trail Sligo by 9 points. As the second half gets underway and Sligo back in possession, it's Sarah Reynolds to her midfield partner Nicola Brennan, across to Ciara Gorman. Shrugs off the challenge of Courtney Murphy. Sligo do well to get out there. Good hand put in there from Aoife Flanagan, but it's back with Nicola Brennan again. Sligo can launch an attack. Sinead Regan comfortable off both feet as we've seen so far in this game. Molly McGlone gets out in front of Katie Walsh and gets possession back for Fermanagh. Can they launch an attack now for themselves? It's across to the goalkeeper here, Shauna Murphy. Pressure being put on here from Tara Walsh, but Murphy cool under pressure. Gets it out to the wing back. That's Sarah McCarville. McCarville to Aoife Flanagan. Flanagan with the hand pass to Emer Keenan. Roisin O'Reilly plays it inside into the full forward line, back with O'Reilly. She takes a shot off the right boot. Is that one gone over the bar? It is, and well, you want your substitutes to make an impact, and that's an instant impact from Roisin O'Reilly coming off the bench. Gets her first score of the game and first score of the second half for Fermanagh. Sligo 2-6, Fermanagh 4 points. Could that score start to turn the tie? Sinead Naughton gathers that kick out very well. A good long ball there from Leonie Gaughan, up almost into the Fermanagh half of the field. Ball played down to the full forward line. That's Denise McGrath who's come in here for this second half. Tackled, well, I thought tackled well there by Erin Murphy, but she's won herself a free. So just trying to make out who Denise McGrath has come in for the second half. Ciara Gorman's going to take the free here anyways. Looks like Laura-Ann Laffey who's come off for Sligo. Replaced by Denise McGrath, and that one is kicked over the bar. Ciara Gorman with Sligo's first point of the second half. Makes it 2-7 to 4 points and her fifth score of the game. Kick out goes long and it's towards Roisin O'Reilly, but she does well to win herself a free. Tackle there by Sarah Reynolds. O'Reilly Dunwelson's coming in. Can she rejuvenate her side and try and launch a comeback? Gives it out to her captain, Courtney Murphy. Murphy comes forward, hand pass inside, just goes astray. There was an opportunity to open up that Sligo defence there, but Sligo do well to get out there. The referee has called play back. I'm not 100% sure what for. There's a Fermanagh player down here. Looks like Lena Martin is down at the moment. She's back up and running again. Possession was with Sligo, so it looks like they're going to have the chance here to try and get themselves back in the attack. It's Leonie Gaughan who's actually taking possession here. The goalkeeper around her own 45-metre line. And she kicks it back to, I think, Jackie Mulligan there. So Sligo putting themselves under a bit of pressure here at that one. They've won themselves a free. Play continues. It's across to Nikki Brennan. Pass inside though is a poor one. It's Joanna Doonan now for Fermanagh. Can Doonan get a score for herself off the left boot? That one is flashed to the right and wide. Could have very easily nestled in the top right hand corner there, but Sligo and Leonie Gaughan get off the hook there. And that one Fermanagh, a chance goes a begging. 2-7 to 4 points in favour of Sligo. That was a big opportunity there for Joanne Doonan to get herself her first score of the day. Dangerous in front of goal. She got herself a goal last week against Roscommon. Almost got one there though. So Sligo get away with that one. Will they punish that mistake from Fermanagh? The kick out from Leonie Gaughan is kicked out here into acres of space here as Sarah Reynolds to take on Roisin O'Reilly. Kicks it down towards Tara Walsh, and the bounce just helps Tara Walsh there. But Emer Keenan gets out in front eventually, and Keenan wins herself a free. I think Tara Walsh may have pulled back Emer Keenan there, so free for Fermanagh. Keenan back to the goalkeeper, Shauna Murphy, looks to spread the play here and gives it out towards Aoife Flanagan. Just comes away from Flanagan, but she does enough to get onto her midfield partner. That's Brenda Bannon. Bannon back to Flanagan on a solo run here, looks inside, gives it to the centre half back. That's Ashley Maguire. Maguire kicks it in, looking for Emer Smith. Smith does well and turns her marker very well there. Shot off the left boot comes in, but it's gone to the right and wide. And that's a second chance now for Fermanagh that's gone a begging here in the second half. First with a goal chance from Joanne Doonan. Second there from Emer Smith. So it's still 2-7 to 4 points. Just a positional change here. So we can hear from Anthony Brennan. Tara Walsh is coming out to the half forward line, and it's a lack of communication there because Leonie Gaughan's kick out was aimed for Sinead Naughton, but Fermanagh have one possession. Aisling O'Brien winning the ball, and it's back with Joanne Doonan. Doonan looks inside towards Smith again, but that's gathered up very well, and out the field comes Jackie Mulligan. Sinead Naughton kicks forward, but Molly McGlone is out in front of Katie Walsh, and Sligo getting a bit careless in possession now as the second half goes on. McGlone does well and gets it out wide. Fermanagh looking to launch an attack now. Aisling O'Brien solo just doesn't come back up to her initially, but she gathers possession back to her midfielder Brenda Bannon. Bannon looks for a pass forward there. It's intercepted and cut out, and Sligo can go back in the attack. As Lauren Bowles cut that one out and gave it to Tara Walsh. And Tara Walsh is giving away a free here. Again, Sligo being tackled there by two Fermanagh players. I think it's Courtney Murphy who she ran into. And the referee is giving a free in there in Fermanagh's favour for Bargin. So if I'm not mistaken, that's the second ticket now for Tara Walsh. She pulled back Emer Keenan only a few minutes ago in the corner. And that second free against her now, so a chance for Fermanagh to keep all for a few minutes. Can they get themselves a score? 2-7 to 4 points still in favour of Sligo. Aoife Flanagan getting on a lot of ball in this second half, as she did in the first. Loses possession though, and Ciara Gormley's hand passed that one across. Lauren Bowles looking to get out of plenty of traffic here around the middle of the park. Sarah Reynolds gets that one across to Eva Morris Rowe. Reynolds and Brennan have a good partnership there in the middle of the field for Sligo, working very well today. Tara Walsh looks for that ball inside, and if that makes it to Sinead Regan, that's a brilliant pass. It's just going to skip away from Regan. She gets a kick on it to try and keep it in play, but it's a good idea there from Tara Walsh, and a great run for Sinead Regan. She's making plenty of runs forward in this game, as we saw in the first half with the goal that she scored. But Fermanagh get away with that one. Kick out from Shauna Murphy, comes out to the near side of us here. Aoife Flanagan yet again in possession. Back to Joanne Doonan. Doonan across the middle to Sarah McCarville. Kick pass inside. That's with Eve McManus. McManus has Ashley Maguire off the shoulder. Maguire's fouled, and now a chance. Imagine Emer Smith is going to go out and have a go at this one. Wind not really favouring the free takers going into this end of the ground here in Canolly. But nevertheless, it's an opportunity for Fermanagh to get their fifth score of the game. 2-7 to 4 points still in favour of Sligo. So Emer Smith, 1 point to her name so far in this game. 4 different scorers so far. Can she double her tally? Composure needed. Hits it off the right. Gets plenty of distance. She got the accuracy she has. And the umpire raises the white flag. That's the second score of the day for Emer Smith. Her 10th point of the season. And that brings the game back to 2-7 to 5 points. It's an 8-point game. Still in favour of Sligo. The kickoff from Leonie Gahan bounces over the head of Brenda Bannon. It's in possession here is Leah Kelly. On the St. Farnan's club. Plays that one forward. Nicola Brennan. Sarah Cunny here. Ball just bobbles in front first. She picks it up well low on the run. And a chance now for Sarah Cunny to get herself a score. But that's a brilliant block there by Cleena Martin. It's fallen here again to Sligo. That's Sinead Naughton, I believe. And that's a score for Sligo. Perfect response from them. 2-8 to 5 points now. Extend their lead once again. Good work there by Sarah Cunny. And there was a brilliant block down from Courtney Murphy, but a spill out to Sinead Naughton. And Naughton made no mistake in putting that one between the posts. Short kickouts are working well for both sides today. Shauna Murphy has found Aisling O'Brien, who's carried the ball forward well here. Long ball into the full forward line there towards Emer Smith. Now she takes on Michelle McNamara and just kind of trips over the leg there. And it's a free in here for Fermanagh, and a chance for Emer Smith to get her third score of the day. And Michelle McNamara just holding her ground there. Not a whole lot she could really do about that. If she was to let Emer Smith past her, could have been a goal chance for Fermanagh. So free in now for Emer Smith, an opportunity to get her third score of the day and get Fermanagh's sixth score. Smith with the shot. Is that going to creep inside the post? Well, it's not. It's gone out to the right and wide. I think it was Niamh McManus there, tried to get a touch on that one, but it's gone to the right and wide, and Sligo not conceded there on that attempt. So that's 3 wides now for the second half so far for Fermanagh. It's Leonie Gahan with a kick out, looking to pick out an option. She goes to go long, and that's a direct kick straight into the arms of Sarah Reynolds. Off the shoulder there is Michelle McNamara. Still in possession. McNamara does well to hold on to the ball. And Sinead Regan has found herself free here. If Jackie Mulligan can look up, and she does, and gives her the ball, and it's back up Mulligan again. And this is a good hand passing move from Sligo. Tara Walsh now with an opportunity to try and get Sligo a score. She hasn't been done for over carrying. A bit lucky there probably. Ball comes out to Sinead Regan. Regan sells a couple of dummies there, gets the ball outside. Is that well defended? Very well defended, it must be said, from Fermanagh. Sligo had an overlap on there, but Fermanagh do well just to get the hand in, halt the attack, and keep it to a 9-point game. You would imagine that a goal in this game could be very much vital. Sinead Regan just stands her ground there. I think it was Erin Murphy who was coming out the back, and Regan just stands her ground and wins herself a free. And now Sinead Naughton is inside here for Sligo with a chance. Hand pass across. Is there enough on it? Just not enough on it. And it's gathered there very well by Aisling O'Brien. Back to the goalkeeper, Shauna Murphy. That was possibly another goal chance for Sligo. Leah Kelly has intercepted the kick pass here out from the goalkeeper. Gives it to Katie Walsh. Line up on the right boot. Walsh has the distance. Has she got the accuracy? You can bet she does. She gets herself her first point of the game to go with the goal she scored in the first half. So that makes it Sligo 2-9, Fermanagh 5 points. So we're just looking over here. There is a substitution have to be made in the Fermanagh team. Erin Murphy has come out of play. I'm just trying to make out who has gone in for. I'll have that in for you as soon as I can. It looks like number 18 there. That's Ciara Clark who's come in. Sligo back on the attack. Tara Walsh now. Did enough last week to warrant a start, and she's got 2 points to her name today. Doing very well. Katie Walsh is doing very well to hold on to the ball here as well. Just ships that one away, but the referee's given a free out against her for diving on the ball. Probably took a bit too much out of it there. And at the same time, probably not enough options on either to get more Sligo players involved in the play. Fermanagh have wasted possession here, and it's Ciara Gorman who wins it well. Denise McGrath taken off in the first half of the game last week, looking to try and get back into the side. That shot comes in from Sarah Reynolds. It's blocked. And it's gone out for a 45. Shauna Murphy tried to gather it there before it did go out for 45, but chance for Sligo now to get themselves another score in this game. It'll be interesting to see how they work this one, Sligo. Are they going to try and get it in around the house, or are they going to work it short? Well, Sinead Regan kicks this one back. As far as Lauren Bowles gets it back again. Now it's Sarah Connie. Connie lining up on the right boot. That one's dropping in around the house, but it's gone to the left and wide, and it's a wide for Sligo, wide for Sarah Connie. They worked the 45 well into a scoring position, but the ball just didn't carry over the bar. 2-9 to 5 points in favour of Sligo. You'd be expecting both managers and management teams to be emptying their bench fairly shortly. Only a couple of changes made so far at half time to go with the change that Fermanagh after making there. To reiterate that one, Ciara Clark has come in for Erin Murphy. Kick pass forward, intercepted by Sarah Connie, covering every blade of grass in this field today. Ciara Gorman in possession. 5 points to her name. Advantage given here to Sligo. Pass play forward to Sinead Naughton. Goes with the low kick pass in as far as Tara Walsh can walk in possession. As Courtney Murphy has gone down there injured. Seems to be a bit of a coming together of sorts. Nothing will seem too malicious, but she does seem hurt here, Courtney Murphy. And just as Courtney Murphy is receiving attention here in the left corner back position, the referee is called for the second half water break. So it's 2-9 to 5 points in favour of Sligo. It's 3 points to 2 in the third quarter of the game. Not a whole pile of scoring done, but it'll be interesting to see how both teams go about this last quarter of the game. For Fermanagh, beaten last week by Roscommon 310 to 112, losing today. They could really do with a win in this one. Roscommon versus Down, of course, start at 3 o'clock. I'll try and check on the latest score in that one. That's the other game in the group for today. Fermanagh play Down in their next game. Sligo welcome Roscommon to Markievicz Park for their first home game of the season. So Courtney Murphy still receiving attention here, the Fermanagh captain. Unsure whether she'll be able to continue. Last opportunity now. These water breaks, albeit on a day like today, you do need the bit of a water break with the heat that's in it, but managers often use it to a tactical advantage as well. It's a chance now for Johnny Garrity to get his side in order and try to use them key players. Emer Smith, Joanne Doonan, Roisin O'Reilly, trying to get a few scores now on the board for Fermanagh where they are needed. A goal will be vital in this game for Fermanagh for sure. Sligo sports teams going for a clean sweep this weekend. Sligo over to with a win over Finn Harps to put them 4 points ahead of the SSC Electricity League table on Friday. Senior hurlers with a big win yesterday over Longford. Can the ladies make it a win today? If they keep going like this, they will. Sligo men have a game against Louth at 3 o'clock. That's an away game, and essentially a quarter final of the National Football League Division 4. So it's a free here from the left corner back spot. Just looking over there for Fermanagh, it looks like there's a substitution about to be made. So Kathy Boyle is the player that looks set to come in. Nevertheless, play continues. Molly McGlone coming out of the full back line with the ball, being chased here by Denise McGrath. McGrath gets a hand in, but McGlone doing well to come out with possession. Joanne Doonan's kick pass down into the corners, well, literally into the corner for Emer Smith to try and gather, and throws a good move there to get past Michelle McNamara back outside. A bit more patient now in their play. Fermanagh played across here to Roisin O'Reilly. Aoife Flanagan gets through 2-3 challenges. Back to Smith. Here Smith plays it into the middle of the park now towards Niamh McManus. Inside Sligo's 45-metre line. Can Fermanagh get themselves a score? They've drawn a foul. And it's an opportunity of a score here for Fermanagh. They did well, patient in their play, patient at the build-up. They draw the free and a chance now for Emer Smith to get herself her third score of the day. Just looking to see the change here. It's Sarah McCarville who's come off, and replacing her is Cathy Boyle. So the substitution is complete. Just looking around here for Sligo. Something I missed in the water break there. It looks like Megan McCormick is on for Sligo in place of Sinead Naughton. As I say that, it's another score put over the bar for Emer Smith, her third of the day. Brings to 2-9 to 6 points. Referee just holding up Leonie Gaughan here as Tara Walsh leaves the field of play. Nuala Curran, my apologies, Ciara Gilroy, sorry, that comes into the fray here for Sligo. So that's the third change of the day. Good kick pass here from Leonie Gaughan right down in front of us here. Gets the play away to Sarah Reynolds, and now it's Ciara Gorman now taking on her marker. Does well to get across. Shot comes in for Gorman. I'd noticed Shauna Murphy got a touch at that, but the crossbar certainly felt that one over the bar. 6 points today for Ciara Gorman. It just goes to show the outfielder's head on Leonie Gaughan in that Sligo goal. Picking out them passes. Picks out another brilliant goal kick there to Sarah Reynolds. Forward to Ciara Gorman. She took on Cathy Boyle and puts that one over the bar. Was a goal chance. She'll settle for the score. Kick out from Shauna Murphy. She goes long, but it's a 2v1 situation. Can Ciara Gilroy win for Sligo? She can't. And it's Courtney Murphy who wins possession. Back up after that knock she sustained just before the water break. Molly McGlone plays it forward. Linking up well here are Fermanagh, but that kick pass in from Joanne Doonan is a difficult one for Emer Smith to gather. And it's taken out there by Jackie Mulligan. Mulligan goes soccer style. Referee weighs advantage there. Calls for a bit of a slide tackle there maybe on Jackie Mulligan, but referee has given advantage and Sligo come out of the back with possession. Sarah Reynolds comes forward now, looks to her left and gives it to Sinead Regan. Regan forward to Katie Walsh. Katie Walsh with the hand pass back to Regan. Chance for score here now for Sligo. Sinead Regan goes into the traffic. Yeah, that's a free out there, just to hear what the referee said. The Fermanagh defenders was going down on the ball and the foot came in from Sinead Regan, so Fermanagh do well just swarming the Sligo attack when they get in around that D area to try and get themselves a score. They've done well, and at 2-9 to 6 they look to build another attack. Where are these 9 points going to come from now for Fermanagh? That's a brilliant step there from Joanne Doonan. Takes on her marker. She gets past Sarah Reynolds as well. A great burst of pace here. A chance comes back onto her right boot. Hand pass inside. Is there enough on it? Leonie Gaughan does well to hold up the charge, and it's Emer Smith with a shot. Blocked down well there. And is that Jackie Mulligan coming out? Again, it is Jackie Mulligan coming out with possession. Leonie Gaughan did very well there. I think it was Niamh McManus that was coming in on goal for Fermanagh. Gaughan does well just to hold up the play slightly. Jackie Mulligan picking up the pieces, and now Sligo can come out of the back with the ball. Sarah Cunny to Katie Walsh. Looking inside for the ball is Denise McGrath. Megan McCormick gets a touch. Back outside to Katie Walsh. Sinead Regan looks infield to Lauren Bowles. Up for a kick pass inside. There's a good pass inside to Denise McGrath. McGrath with the left boot, and that one has gone just inside the right hand post. McGrath looked eager to get onto possession there. Very lively inside since she's come on. She's got in possession there. Got herself a score. And that makes it 2-10 to 6 points. Opens up a 10-point gap for Sligo. Shauna Murphy opts again to go along. It's a good kick down to the wing forward. Cleena Martin. Martin goes down the line towards Niamh McManus. McManus with a low kick pass in, but it was aimed for Joanne Doonan, but it's intercepted there by Sligo, by Sarah Reynolds. Long kick forward here into the full forward line. Just breaks to Katie Walsh. Can Katie Walsh get it off to Megan McCormick? And McCormick does well here to get into possession. McCormick back outside to Denise McGrath. McGrath comes round on the loop, but that one's gone to the left and wide. The shot was surely on. Good work there between the new full forward line of Katie Walsh, Denise McGrath, Megan McCormick, but just goes to the left and wide. And another wide on the board for Sligo, but they've got enough scores on the board. That's the main thing for them. We'll look to see what substitution is coming in now and being made. It's for Fermanagh substitution. It's the left cornerback Emer Keenan who's going to be replaced here. And into the fray comes Erica Douglas. Douglas looking for the kick out straight away. Just in the field. Well, that one has gone over her head. It's just bounced awkwardly in front of her, and she'll be looking to make up for that mistake straight away. Denise McGrath with the kick outside to Sarah Cunny. Going to pick it up a small bit here in Canolly. Ciara Gorman takes on. Aoife Flanagan comes in with a shot. She was as well off to take the shot because she had advantage. Just drew the foul there very well. And a chance now. It looks like Ciara Gorman's going to have a go at this one again. She got herself 6 scores on the board so far today. 3 from play, 3 from frees. And a chance to extend the Sligo lead. Ciara Gorman steps up with the right boot. Is that one going to sneak inside? No, it's going to hit off the outside the post and to the left and wide. So it's another wide for Sligo in the second half. Ciara Gorman not happy with that one, but she's got 6 for her name so far today. That's as many as Fermanagh have scored, so it's not a bad tally to have at all. Just substitutions coming in here now. It's the number 12 and 13 for Fermanagh that have come off. Cleena Martin and Niamh McManus, and replacing them we see Sarah McCausland has come in. Make out who else has come in there. That's the number 27, Laura Grew. So Laura Grew comes in as well as Sarah McCausland for Cleena Martin and Niamh McManus. So Fermanagh win their own kick out. Dee Curran comes forward but loses possession there, and it's Leah Kelly that's got the ball now for Sligo. Kelly back outside to Megan McCormick. McCormick to Reynolds, patient in possession yet again Sligo. There's a new player in here again for Sligo. That's Jade Lyons from Shamrock Gales. She's going to get into possession here, get her first touch of the ball in this game. 2 substitutes going forward. Lyons does well, wins the ball and gives it inside to Denise McGrath. McGrath with the kick inside to Megan McCormick. Substitutes linking up well. McCormick does very well there to get past one. Out to Denise McGrath. McGrath with a shot off the left. It's blocked down well by Fermanagh, and out they come out of the back with possession. With the number 18, Ciara Clark. Fermanagh player foul there by Denise McGrath on her way out of the back line. And it's going to be a free out. There's more changes being made here by Sligo. It's Katie Walsh who's making way now. And Katie's going to be replaced by Emma Keaveney of the St. Pat's Club. So a chance now for Anthony Brennan to just get some new players in and give players runs that maybe haven't got runs so far in the league campaign. Aoife Flanagan has come off there for Fermanagh as well. I think it's Dervla Duffy who's coming on to replace her in the middle of the park. As I say that, Sligo a chance with a free here. Megan McCormick takes possession. Hand pass outside to Emma Keaveney. New sub in. Oh, she's fouled the ball there, says the referee, and it's a chance now for Fermanagh to come back in the attack. Can they get themselves a score now before the end of this game? Joanne Doonan takes on Sinead Regan. Good burst of pace to get past her. Referee waves advantage, and Doonan does well, gets past Sarah Cunny there. Hand pass inside. Doesn't exactly go as far as Emer Smith, but the referee has waved a free in. He gave advantage and pulled it back for the free now. So a chance now for Emer Smith to get herself, it will be a 4th point of the day and a 7th for Fermanagh. So Smith with the kick. And just drops over the bar. So that's her 4th point of the day. 4th from free as well. That makes it 2-10 to 7 points in favour of Sligo. Leonie gone with the kick. It's long. It's towards Ciara Gorman. Gorman gathers it well. Just perfectly on the bounce to her. Looks inside for Emma Keaveney. That's a brilliant pass. Can Keaveney get a turn here? She turns it out well to Megan McCormick. Off the shoulder is Leah Kelly, but it's well saved there by Shauna Murphy. Sligo with a goal chance there. Good overlap and move. Fermanagh have a chance now to come back in the attack. Can they make a goal chance themselves? Into the middle towards Emily Cassidy. Just holding on to possession here. It's Molly McGlone coming up from full back. Can she create something here for Fermanagh? Going on a good solo run here. Looks outside to Emer Smith. Smith goes off the left boot. Hits this one in high. Is it dropping over the crossbar? No, it's dropping to the left and wide. Kick out and possession taken by Jackie Mulligan. Coming up the left hand side of the field. She's fouled and she's got a chance now to play this one across to Sinead Regan. Regan comfortable in possession, gives that one forward now to Leah Gannon. Gannon, one of many substitutes that's come into the game in the last 10 minutes. Forward now to Sarah Cunny. Cunny looks for Gilroy. Down to the corner, just lets the ball run across her body and does well to get out in front for marker. Comes off the left boot with a shot here. And that's sailed over the crossbar. That's Ciara Gilroy, who's come in there for Sligo and got herself a score off the bench to extend the Sligo lead. Ciara goes long and it's Sarah Reynolds who breaks that one down to Gilroy. Ciara Gorman out to the wing. Sarah Reynolds gets onto it before it goes out of play. That one's with Denise McGrath. Grand the corner. Can she work the ball out again? She's fouled and it's a chance now. Ciara Gorman is making her way over to the ball to try and get themselves a score. Tricky angle for a right-footed kicker. Although she may be going off the left, we'll see. No, it looks like she's off with the right. Managed to steal a few yards and ease up the angle a bit, but it's gone to the right and wide. The wind just didn't allow it to carry over the bar with the outside of the right boot. Shauna Murphy takes the kick out here for Fermanagh. It's Jade Lyons in possession again. Looks forward there to Megan McCormick. Looks out to her left to Sarah Cunny. Cunny has Lyons off the shoulder, uses her well, and she's done for over carrying. Unfortunately, from a Sligo perspective, it was a good run there made by Jade Lyons, but Fermanagh now with a chance. It's been slightly stop-startish now in the second half. Quite a lot of frees being given for both sides. The free is taken short. Possession with Dee Curran. Curran forward now to Ciara Clark. Nuala Curran gets advantage there in that move. It's on to Roisin O'Reilly, and it's Joanna Doonan now who plays that one forward towards Emer Smith. Smith does well and gets around the challenge quite easily there. She goes with the left, well, she goes and hops it well, but caught in two minds there, and it's Ciara Gilroy who's taking possession back for Sligo, and Sligo can come out of the back again in numbers as usual. Kick is forward towards Megan McCormick, but the defender does well to get out in front of her then. McCormick fouls the Fermanagh corner back. And Fermanagh can come back on the attack yet again. Nuala Curran with the kick pass out to the near side of us here. Eric Douglas in possession, goes back in towards the middle. Where can they punch a hole in this Sligo defence? Megan McCormick is the only player inside the Sligo half of the field. Inside the Fermanagh half of the field, should I say, for the Sligo attack. So Sligo well stocked when it comes to defensive duties here. Ball played inside is from Sarah McCausland with the outside the boot towards Roisin O'Reilly, but it's gathered well there by Leah Kelly. And that's all for today's game. So Sligo and Anthony Brennan make it 2 wins from 2 for Fermanagh. It's a second loss for Johnny Garrity's side, unfortunately. They're going to have to go and play Down next week. We'll see how Roscommon Down gets on, and that'll fairly way up the table. It's going to be the top 2 by the looks of things, Sligo and Roscommon against the bottom 2, Down and Fermanagh. So just on the final score there of that game, Katie Walsh with a goal in the first half early on for Sligo, followed up by a second goal scored by Sinead Regan. Ciara Gorman shone throughout with 6 points to her name. Tara Walsh in corner forward with 2 as well. And other players also chipped in with scores. And for Fermanagh, would have looked for bigger performances possibly from Emer Smith and Joanna Doonan, but Sligo defence did very well against them, to be fair. 4 points for Smith today. Roisin O'Reilly got back in the field, which is a good sign for Fermanagh. But unfortunately for Fermanagh, they make the short trip home without the victory. Final score here in Canolly, Sligo 2-11, Fermanagh 7 points.